You know what I thought about this morning? You see the news anchors? What's it been, 3-4 weeks that they've been working from home?
I know what you're getting at here.
Their hair is perfect.
Yeah.
Their hair is perfect. What's going on there? And they're in New York.
Maybe they know somebody. Maybe their wife cuts it for them, or...
You saw Morgan Brennan? Did you see Morgan this morning?
No. Yeah?
Hair is perfect. People ask me all the time, like, other advisors too, like, why are you even bothering with this business and, like, you know, making videos and stuff? And I'm like, well, the honest answer is so I become famous enough to be asked to be interviewed by Morgan Brennan. She falls in love with me and I've got some tough life choices.
Wow. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
I just Googled it.
Yeah. Her hair's perfect today.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's all of them. That's all of them. They got perks.
No, I don't know with the rest of them. The rest of them could do whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, look at this guy though. His hair looks better than ours does.
I don't get it.
Maybe you need more subscribers.
You need a barber. All right, let's do it. Welcome to Outside the Virus, a show where we talk about things outside of the virus because everybody's focused on the virus. And I'm Dustin Tibbetts, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth, and this is Cody Tibbetts here, not seeing the reason why I love Morgan Brennan Tibbetts.
It's not wrong.
It's really?
It's not wrong.
No, it's the camera. Right now, the way her camera is set,
oh yeah.
she looks it's not an accurate representation of her overall beauty.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to start with this day in history?
Well, let's start with Disney. Is Disney down? I'm assuming it's down today.
I was assuming it was down. Yeah, I actually didn't even look at it. I remember that being my job, but I just forgot.
To. Yeah, I
I assume it's down. So
if it's up, I will quickly adjust and provide some interesting tip.
Well, you go ahead and just put that back in the tickler file. The nothing really great in this day in history, so I'm going to give you 3 things that happened just because together all of them was like, oh, okay, maybe that was something. 1895, the first movie projector launched. 1965, McDonald's went public. In 1977, Annie launched on Broadway.
I used to have so those books that are over there in the corner, you touched one the other day. I used to have the first annual report of McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, it's not as, I mean, you can probably, $18 you can probably buy it. I mean, it's not like as collectible as you think.
$18 is $18.
The other one that's over there that I really need to hang up, it's about $4,000 that it's worth.
Really? And it's just stuck on that shelf back there, huh?
Safely. I mean, it's in a package and everything, but I really want to put it like in a thing. I want to get all my stuff hung up, but
Can't hang everything up.
well,
Not enough room to hang everything.
when you're sitting by the phone every day waiting for Morgan Brennan to call.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be one of those
if
episodes.
It's not Disney, it's Morgan Brennan.
Oh, me?
That's it for this day in history. Not a whole lot.
All right, I've got. I'll start with an interesting stat out there. So oil went negative yesterday. Did you happen to catch that?
Right at the end of the show, we were talking about that.
It was down 300%. At the end of the day, you had to pay $37 to get out of that contract. Like you had to pay somebody $37 to get out of the contract, which begs the question: can USO go negative?
Ooh, good question.
Right? I mean, theoretically. So right now they're not invested in those contracts. They're invested in this month's contracts. But today I think it's down already to like $10 a barrel.
But so I was just kind of reading about USO and I was trying to figure it out. They're everywhere right now.
Oh yeah.
They focus on buying future contracts.
Well, that's what we're referring to. So when they say oil has fallen, we're talking about the futures contracts. Futures contracts expire every month. And yesterday, the one that went negative was the one that technically expires today, but yesterday was the last day to trade it.
Right.
So yesterday, people that own those contracts had 2 choices to make. Either pay somebody to get out the $37, or even worse at one point, or B, let the contract expire and accept delivery of physical oil.
Right. Well, then what was the problem with this, with USO this morning? They got halted, and they got halted because didn't they announce that they're not buying future, or what are they?
So 80% of USO at the moment is in the June contract. So May was the one we saw yesterday expired. You can't buy or sell it anymore.
Right.
Now we're focused on June. So for example, if I pull up crude oil on its own, notice how it says June is the expiration.
Yeah.
We're trading at $11 a barrel. So 80% of USO is currently in this product right here that's tanking today, 45%. So that's why you see the decline.
Yeah.
ETFs themselves have different circuit breakers, so the stock is not allowed to fall. It's 20% before they'll halt it. So this gets treated, even though it's all futures in the background, it gets treated as a normal equity that would be halted under normal circumstances. And I believe it was halted 2 or 3 times today because it's down 33% at the moment. However, USO has invested 80% in the June oil contract and the rest of it in the July oil contract. So today, so notice how yesterday you didn't really feel the pain. Today you really feel the pain on it.
Yeah.
Because it's this contract today that's taking the 45% hit. $11 a barrel, by the way. Like, we were just talking the other day, like, last time we saw $20 a barrel or $19 a barrel was 2001. This, I've never seen it. I'm not old enough to say that I've ever seen oil this cheap.
That's insane.
Well, anyways, I wanted to, the reason I started that, and it begs the question again, can USO go negative? If it does, I'm cashing in everything I got. Like, they would pay me to buy shares of that? Yeah. And one of the reasons why, there's a great commodity analyst from Citigroup, probably one of the best out there. His name is Ed Morse, and I always remember that because we have a car dealership here.
Yeah.
His name's Ed Morse. From Citigroup, if you want to look him up. He's one of the smartest guys there. But anyways, in March of this year, last month, he predicted that contract would go negative. He called it. He was the only person that said anything even close to that. Nobody made fun of him or anything, but it was an odd comment to make. It was sort of off the cuff if you want to look it up. And now he's saying, okay, now that we got that over with, oil will go to $50 a barrel by the end of the year. That's where he thinks it'll go. And part of the reason is the 10 million barrel cut from OPEC and the other countries out there. It's really like 9.7 million or something. He thinks that that's going to help sort of drain some of the inventory issues that we have. And also remember, in the U.S., every single day we have oil producers here that just stop. They just give up altogether because they can't do anything else. So in the U.S., we are producing 50% less than we did last year. That's going to catch up with supply at some point. Fracking, you know what fracking is?
I'm familiar with
fracking. We're not from that part of the country,
yeah.
So it's one of those things. When it first came out, I had to read about it. I'm like, what are they doing up there in South Dakota? We have family there, so it's okay that I use that accent.
Wow, yeah, that's a good way to justify it. That's a good way to justify it.
Fracking, 67% less than we have been doing compared to last year. And fracking is just a fancy way of saying, hey, we've drilled all the oil out of the ground. We know there's still oil in there. We can't get to it. So we're actually going to start by putting a hose down there. This is simplifying it. Put a hose down there and we're going to press with usually water. We're going to force water into the cracks that are in all the bedrock and stuff to break the bedrock open more. We're going to use pressure to break the bedrock, and then the oil will just come to the surface. Otherwise, you can't drill for that oil because normally when you drill for oil, you hit a well and there's a pocket that has oil, and then you suck it out, no big deal.
Yeah.
Well, there's oil inside all the little cracks, and they figured out a way to shoot water into those cracks to burst them open, and then the oil piles up and comes to the top. Very efficient, but the environmentalists don't really care much.
I was going to say, I don't.
Anyways, because of that and everything going on here, the reduction in production and everything, Ed Morse has said $50 by the end of the year. What do you think?
That's interesting. If it's coming from a smart guy like that, you know.
Ed Morse, yeah. Quality cars and.
Well, that's the important part. Is he sells a good car.
It's Cadillac, I believe here. We have an Ed Morse Cadillac, I believe.
Ed Morse Cadillac. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Memory. What else you got?
You want to talk about Kim Jong Un or you want to talk about Google?
Ooh. Kim Jong Un's got the virus, right?
He had heart surgery.
No, he had
allegedly.
He had the virus.
Allegedly, he's just walking around and he's fine. It depends on who you talk to. South Korea says he's fine, by the way.
I think if this is true, and you are the leader of that world, would you rather have it become known, even if it's fake, that you had a massive heart surgery and you've come back stronger than ever and now you're the big leader? They love him over there, right? Or would you rather say, I got the virus?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know which one you'd rather. That guy's sick and demented. I don't know what.
Well, that's what the media makes him seem like. Maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know.
Well, there's that movie, The Interview.
That's a funny movie.
Where he comes across as a really nice guy.
Great.
Just like Katy Perry, just hanging out. And
great with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Good movie. I think if that's true, then he had some other sickness and they paint it as if it was a really close near-death experience, but because of his strength and his will, he is now back to lead. That's how they paint that stuff. I've watched so many documentaries on that, and it's fascinating. But who knows? We don't know if it's even true at the moment.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out. Well, I guess we.
Do you wish him well?
Would you wish Hitler well?
Are we putting them on the same? thing? I mean, like when somebody says they got sick or something, even if you don't like them, you're like, well, I wish you well.
Really? People do that?
You're supposed to.
Oh, all right. Cool.
What do you do?
It just depends on who it is, but if you don't like them...
If you don't like them, then you're like, oh.
I hold a grudge better than anybody else on the planet.
Well, internally, you can hold the grudge, but
No, I try not to fake it. Where are we at?
you hear that, ladies?
I have a list, so if you have one more thing, I got a quick little list.
I got one more thing. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but not. But mine's more detailed, and you're gonna require more charts and stuff. Go ahead.
You want mine real quick?
Yeah, lay it on me.
All right. When the virus first started, Americans, because you like data, I want to give you data.
Oh, he's coming with the data.
This is data. Americans were focused on buying what?
When the virus. Oh, toilet paper.
Toilet paper
Yeah,
and
paper.
pasta.
Pasta?
Pasta was a big one up there. Those were the two big ones. Well,
There's no fly.
200 people understand that.
I got my protein yesterday.
So anyway, since those buying habits have all changed, what do you think now Americans are buying? What's the number one thing that Americans have to own right now when they go shopping, when they go grocery shopping? Yeah, right. I mean, that would be nice.
When they go shopping now, candy?
Not candy, but you're
Alcohol?
You're close. Actually, not alcohol either. Alcohol was what I had thought, but it wasn't. That's not it.
Something they got. Are we back to like beef and meats and stuff, or okay, Apple Jacks?
No, getting closer. Getting closer.
Frosted Flakes?
Not
Not the Frosted Flakes.
Not Frosted Flakes. Cookie dough. Americans are way up on cookie dough right now. It's like 254% on cookie dough. We love cookie dough.
I'll give you where 50% of that's coming from.
You?
Well, I end up the buy participant in this.
Right.
Haley.
Oh.
Every night there's a pack of break and bake cookies in there. There's about 3 rows left, and I just go,
I just tried these gluten-free, organic, natural, whatever cookies, and they're by far the best cookies I've ever had in my entire life, and I don't like that stuff. Miss Lorenz, they sell them at Publix. Little pink wrapper.
I would
So good.
try. If I could have like healthier candy, I would try, but candy's my thing. People just randomly send me candy.
Is that true?
That's where that came from over there, the Reese's that I did.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one and put it up there, and somebody said, go ahead and eat it, here's another one. And I've left it there ever since.
That's over. That's April. That was April of 19. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I got there. The Italians are making their own alcohol, and the French and the Germans are cleaning. The Germans are the smart ones.
Oktoberfest canceled, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sad. New York just canceled the concerts. Wait, that's virus related. Go.
Okay. Back on track. Hey, did you ever know how the S&P sector weighting breaks down?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to share this with you as we do it so you can learn. So the S&P 500 breaks down into 11 categories. And currently, we'll put it up on the screen, but currently this is how every sector breaks down. So you've got technology, the clear leader there, makes up, so when you're looking at the S&P 500, 25.71% as of right now is made up of technology. Healthcare makes up 15.7%. I always say you need tech and financials. The reason we say that is because that's about 35% of the market. Clearly, by looking at this, you would say, well, maybe tech and healthcare,
Yeah.
right? Because that'll make up, what, 40%. So you've got that's the current weightings of them there. Now, if we look at the change of the weightings, this is the change in what sector gained or lost a percentage of their weighting in the S&P. Financials has had the biggest loss. This is as of right now, so the latest up to date. Financials lost 2.5% of their overall weighting. So when we say tech and financials, that weighs a little bit less now. It's more tech and healthcare. Healthcare gained 1.53%. Technology has gained 2.5% more weighting. And that is actually more. I think we're going to post this online there because I don't think I have the other one. I'll have you put it up there. That's actually the technology weighting in the S&P is more now that the markets have fallen than when the markets were at all-time highs. So you would think if the markets are moving higher, better sectors take over, they gain more market share, but at highs, technology did not have as much weighting as it does at lows. That's just basically a fancy way of saying as the markets have gone down, technology has taken over even more and led this rally, as you see on the screen there, it is literally the economy changing before our eyes. Because it used to be transports were the focus for economies. Whatever was in the trucks that were being delivered to places where people could eventually buy the product, that's how we could tell the economy was doing well. So they used to actually measure how many trucks and trains and ships were going around the world, and then they go, okay, the economy's strong or it's not or whatever. Warren Buffett had a really cool secret strategy on that. But now it's become technology because everything that gets bought has one of these chips in it, has one of the memory cards in it or something.
Yeah.
And so people follow technology as the market leading driver there. So where's my balloon?
Oh, you want that?
All right, so that's I just wanted to share that with you because it's truly, it doesn't look like much, but it's a dramatic change overall in the weighting of the S&P 500.
Yeah, it is.
I might change my saying you need tech and financials. I'll very likely start saying you need tech and healthcare if that holds up.
That makes sense.
That's 40%.
Yeah.
They do, yeah, 40%. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. Again, would that take 3 minutes to explain that?
Yeah.
It's like an hour and a half to pull all that data and charts and stuff.
That's why you got the clapping. You heard the crowd?
If that's what, like, if you want that stuff to continue, you know why that happened? Whole bag of Sour Patch Kids. I don't even know where they came from. I think or somebody sent them at some point. We had a little box back there. But if you like the data, I hope that wasn't a bomb that just went off.
Wow.
Maybe, you know.
The Sour Patch Kids were good, by the way.
Send me some candy.
Rush those.
Yeah.
Rush those.
When I get on candy at night, it's just like, well, what kind of study can I give them? What kind of video can I make? I go crazy. Oh, no candy?
Well, then I'll start bringing candy then for the people.
Do it, man.
What?
If you could, hard to find, Sour Patch Reds. Only the Reds. All from the different things.
Why would you do that?
Well, they make it. It's not like you have to sort through
Yeah,
them.
why would you get that?
Because they're good.
No.
What do you mean? You don't like the Reds?
Yellow.
Ah, no, you might as well suck on a lemon. You freeze a lemon and suck on it, it tastes just like a Sour Patch. You ever tried that?
No, but that's the...
Alright, well, we're going to go freeze a lemon. Hopefully people like us and they'll call or open an account, but if people don't want to join us, that's cool. We're going to keep making these videos and go freeze a lemon and suck on it.